I'm gonna go ahead and pop in some rainbow Swiss chard. I'm just gonna rough up the soil with my little handy tool, and I just break it up. I don't want to disturb it too much. And we'll pop these right into the ground. So I've got the first one in. And then as far as spacing goes, and it's always worked well for me, is I just do my little hand shovel apart. And then I'll pop in another one. And I'll keep going down my row until we get them all in. I'm going to start another row. I'm going to use the same process. I'm going to do one hand shovel apart to start my next row. This is the mammoth dill that we pre-started in the seed room in March. And it's beautiful, it's ready to go. Now I spaced these about 4 to 6 inches, let's see, 6 inches, about 6 inches apart. Can't make pickles if you don't have any dill. And then last week we direct sowed some dill that we saved. We always try to save our own seeds around here. So I'm going to have 2 rows of dill. So we're going to rough up the soil. Look at that. You can't get any better than that. This is what happens when you compost. Get yourself some chickens. Let them do the dirty work. Use your leaf mulch, your chicken bedding. Cover everything up with some tree mulch. Let it cook down all winter. And you too can have this. So we pre-seeded in the seed room in March, some cilantro. So we're just gonna pop them right in. These are some pretty big cells. So I'm just gonna split these. And I'm gonna pop them in at 4 inches. I want a nice thick row. And then you know how we do things around here if you've been following along. We've got quite a few other areas that we direct sowed right in the ground. So we'll have different crops when these start to slow down. The other ones will start to come in for us. This is a variety that I picked up when I was in Florida, and we went to a U-Pick orchard, and it's a variety called Cruiser, and it's heat tolerant. And I grew it last year, and I tell you, it held all the way through our Michigan summers. So this is my go-to from now on. I save my own seeds, so I always have plenty. I never ever run out. If you've never tried cilantro before, give it a whirl. I know some people don't like the taste, but around here we love it. The chickens love it. So we always have plenty of it. And then I just put the mulch, tree mulch, right back around it. We'll water these guys in, and then we're gonna move on to something else. Yellow. If you've never tried leeks, you're missing out. Especially if you're a big soup maker. Come fall, we make a lot of soups to put on the shelf. Let's move you guys over a little bit. And we're just gonna sink that right in. I'm just gonna push it right in with my finger and kind of squeeze it a little bit. Let's grab another one. I'm gonna go, let's say about 4 inches, 3-4 inches apart. So just about like that. Just sink her down a little bit. The weather is finally straightening out here in Michigan. We are in zone 6 for everybody who's watching. I like to know what zone everybody's in when they're doing videos, because it does me no good to watch somebody that's in zone 6 if I don't live in zone 6 because of the climate. Somebody who's already pulling out onions, say in zone 10, we won't be pulling out our onions and drying them out until, at least end of July, maybe. It all depends on how they do. Sometimes I want to keep them in longer, let them get a little bigger, or sometimes I'll pull them. So I always like to tell people where I'm at. I think it helps. So we're gonna get the rest of these in. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day. There we go. We got our row of leeks in. Okay, everybody. Try leeks. You'll like them. I promise. Have a good day. Still hardening off all our seedlings. I'm only giving them about 2 hours now in the afternoon. When I get home from work, I take the row cover off, and they're getting some light throughout the day, the morning and the early afternoon. But usually I get home about 3, so I'll take that cover off, then I'll put it back on at night. We're holding now in the high 40s, low 50s, so that's perfect temperature. But we're gonna work on these every day, start getting them in the ground. While we're out here, let's take a quick spin around, see how everything's doing, update you on the new seed tape and everything that we've gotten in the ground direct sowed starting in March. Everything's looking good, so here we go. All the peas are all popping up all along the edges. And these are sweet peas. And remember, I put in double what I put in last year because we're down to our last 2 to 3 packs in the freezer. Our clematis are starting to bloom. We've got champagne pink, we've got snow white, and we got, I think it's called majestic purple. And I just let them climb all along the fence lines. The snow peas are coming up. These are the sugar snap on both sides. So you see, even in Zone 6, Michigan, in March, you just got to get the stuff in the ground. It will grow. Remember, these are all cold crops. They do best in this kind of weather. Here's the mustard greens. And the seed tape spinach. Broccoli Rob's doing really good. The red and white onions. Look at all that new growth already, and we just remember put these in last week. And we have our fall garlic. And then remember we had to replant 2 spots because they didn't make it through the winter. And they're already popping up. Sometimes you lose and you just got to start all over. Strawberry Tower's doing really good. They've all bounced back. It's hard to kill certain things. We got those blueberries in. So we're going to give them some fertilizer in another couple days. And then I just popped in some lettuce that we pre-started in the seed room. This variety is a mint romaine. I grew it last year and I really liked it, so we saved the seeds. And then over in this new bucket, again, we pre-started these and they're ready to go in. We got a tango green and a deep burgundy merlot. These are all leaf lettuces. And here is some seed tape carrots. And look at that. I'm doing good. Gotta keep those carrots nice and moist. Let's go over here. Sorry about the wind, guys. We got a storm coming in. And it's getting a little crazy out here, so I'm gonna try to finish this up and then we're gonna call it a day. So we got the Swiss chard in, got 2 rows. And I popped in some blue kale, blue curly kale, because she made it through the winter. So we're just gonna give her some friends. And I got a lot more than that going down, just not today. All right, so seed tape. The carrots are starting. Can you see that? Right there. The radishes, they came up fairly quickly. So they're doing really good. And they're gonna get hit with some nitrogen here, maybe next week. And I thought I saw some turnips popping up. Oh yeah, there they are. They're just little itty bitties, but they are starting to pop up. There it is. Our sage plant, she's been in here forever. She's coming up really good. Waiting for tarragon to pop in and thyme. Can't kill that stuff. Let's take a look at our bok choy bucket. Look at all those little babies. And our Chicago fig. She's gonna get a leaf right there. Mizuna. This is like a pink Mizuna. And we pre-started this in March. And some green Mizuna. So this bucket's doing really well. Just put the endive in a couple days ago, I think Thursday or Friday when we were out here. So we'll give her a minute. That new variety of lettuce that we tried, Red Fire and Red Sails. I only put this in like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Look, already. I love lettuce. They just come up so quick. And this is a mixed bucket. We'll call it our mutt bucket. Some of this stuff overwintered and made it through. This arugula and a curly parsley and a flat leaf parsley. Those are coming back on their own. So I threw in some red merlot in here. I had some room. And then I just scattered about some arugula because we cannot get enough arugula around here. And it's all coming through. And then remember that beautiful butter crunch? She's doing awesome. Okay, look at these chickens. They're saying, "Give me some food, give me some food." Did you get it? What are you doing, Isa? You want that? You want that? Yeah, you guys are waiting for these chives to bloom. And you're gonna get all the little purple flowers. All right, let's take a minute. Let's pick them some. Here you go. Here you guys go. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, Checkers. Here. Hi, Red. Oh, come on, Mohawk. Get yourself a piece. There you go. All right, let's finish this up. This is that red vein sorrel. It is a green. It's like a lettuce. It's very lemony. It's bitter, but it's really good in lettuce as an additive. Put it on some sandwiches. And then we got that row of Dillon that we pre-seeded in March. And then we got an extra row that we direct sowed. The walking onions are doing great. Some cilantro coming up. It's doing good. And then I've got a whole bunch in the seed trays yet to go down. I got kale, cilantro, onions, leeks, beets, cabbage, red cabbage, collards, broccoli, cauliflower. But not today. It's starting to sprinkle. Enjoy the updates. I hope you give it a chance. Get yourself out in the garden, even if you have to just start with some pots. Get a couple barrels. Ask your husband to cut them in half. Fill them up and try growing something. Let's take a minute and check out the fruit trees. The peach trees have bloomed. They're starting to flower. I've been taking a look at the forecast. Zone 6, Michigan. This is a pear. And this is a pear too. And look at those beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers! So we went from 40s to 80. We're gonna go to 56 tomorrow and then back to 80. Welcome to Michigan. But boy, are these beautiful this year. This is year 3 for these little guys. This is another pear. And then let's check, oh, sorry, no, that's an apple. And then let's check out this. This is a Cortland, and she's just starting to flower too. So hopefully looking ahead at the forecast, we're not looking at any freezes. So I'm hoping for a really good crop. Usually we get froze out, these bloom out beautiful, and then bam! Michigan weather. The new ones that we put in last week died back a little, but that's normal. And in another couple weeks or so, we should see some new growth. So we just got to give them some time. But I figured I'd take you along. I can see down there at the lower garden, the currants are going crazy. No action on the blackberries along that fence line. But just give it some time. We'll see what's going to happen. It seems like things have just popped up overnight, but that's the way it goes. We just put these blueberries up in here last weekend, and look at all the new growth. So you know what that time means. Time for a little bit of fertilizer. They're doing great. I figured they were going to do a lot better up here in these buckets, or I could give them a little bit more tender care. Come on, let's go see if you guys ate up all the Easter leftovers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look what you guys did. That was a big turkey. Hi, Floppy. Hi. Did you eat this? Huh? Did you eat that? They got some more work to do on that turkey carcass. Don't let anything go to waste, because your birds are gonna be happy if you give it to them. Watermelon slushies, pineapple slushies. We save all of our pulp from juice day. We freeze it up, and it's a nice snack for when it's really hot for the girls. Isn't that right? Well, hi. Hi, Isa. Yeah. What are you guys doing over here? Hi, Checkers. You mean your watermelon? Hi. Hi, baby. What you doing, Mohawk? Hey, you be nice.